This summer vacation, I participated in a one-month English program by Columbia University, which is located in New York. In this video, I want to share with you my experiences with culture shock, something that made me question my stereotypes, and things I found different from Taiwan. I have divided them into 3 parts: education, transportation, and customs. Let's start with education. It's the most relatable part in this journey. I finally realized why flipped classroom usually fails after taking part in this English program. In my opinion, there are 2 factors resulting in failure. First of all, the English program requires us to do a group presentation and an individual essay about environmental problems. Before the final presentation, the teachers not only offered related materials, gave us relevant information, and taught us the necessary skills for the formal presentation, but also personally joined our discussions. They always checked our progress and made sure we were on the right track. When we encountered difficulties, they provided us with guidance and suggestions. During every stage of the presentation, they gave us feedback or asked other classmates to do so. Therefore, we could know exactly which points we were strong and which parts were still too weak. This ensured that our presentation answered precisely what the teachers wanted instead of random garbage. However, in Taiwan, we received the assignments such as do a presentation for the finals, or okay, I'll let you be the teachers and teach your classmates in their so-called flipped classroom, and then teacher does nothing and only grades us. Apparently, it won't succeed. The other main reason is the number of students in a class. There were only 12 students per class in the English program, but in Taiwan, there are often 50 to more than 100 students in a single class. Teachers can't possibly have enough time and energy to care for those many students. Okay, now let me talk about the most impressive thing of this journey. Although traffic is heavy and people live a fast-paced life in New York, the drivers always yield to pedestrians. In my observation, if a driver encounters someone crossing the road, they stop at a distance that doesn't pressure nor rush the pedestrian. On the contrary, I think Taiwanese people, who are known for being courteous, lack the respect that drivers should give to pedestrians. There have been several times where cars or motorcycles just brushed right by me. It is a really unpleasant experience for us pedestrians. In addition, I often hear Asian students complain that public transportation in Europe and America is too old and dirty, including the subways in New York. Yes, I admit it's true. The subways have too few escalators. We can also see big rats running on the tracks from time to time. But to be fair, it had also once been new, clean, and state-of-the-art at the time, just like ours is now. The New York City subway was opened in 1904, which means it has already been running for over 1 century. Moreover, renovations are difficult to carry out because its structure is too old, and people need to take it every day. So it's unfair to compare it to our young metro system. Most people have the stereotype that New Yorkers are cold and callous. In fact, even I used to think so too. However, my actual experiences astonished me and completely changed my perspective of New Yorkers. During my trip, I received help several times by strangers without asking. As I said before, there were very few escalators in the subway, but I was hauling a 20kg, 29-inch luggage, so I had to keep lifting it up and down the stairs. Fortunately, people passing by saw me struggling with it and actively offered to help me. In another time, I went to a fast food restaurant with cold beverages that were self-served like Costco's, but the machine was the model I had never seen before, and I have no idea how to use it. So I stood holding my empty cup in front of the machine for 4 minutes without doing anything. When I was just about to give up, a woman came over and kindly used her cup to show me how to use the machine. She even recommended which flavor was better. There was something else I found interesting after 1 month of strolling along the street of New York. In Taiwan, children are usually taken care of by their mothers. But in New York, children are usually taken care of by fathers instead. Even when parents take their kids outside to play, it is usually the fathers who play with the kids. Okay, above are my own thoughts and observations during my month in New York. These are only small bits of my summer journey. However, experiences are very subjective. My views may not be applicable to you, and definitely aren't the only answers. Everyone's experience is unique, and everyone has their own interpretation. Therefore, if you are interested in cross-cultural experience, I advise that you go try it out firsthand and don't just listen to others talk about them.